is a foreign country. It was culture shock. It was unlike any hood I had ever been to in my adult years, because I've been in some slums. I've been in some ghettos. This was different. This was third world country ghetto. Hey you guys, what's up? It's Marielle Imperfectly, back with another video. So we're gonna get right into this story time. So this story time is actually, a lot of people wanted to know what was the process of once I got kicked out to how did I end up here in DR. So picking up where we left off, I get off the plane and there is armed security waiting for me. So there's a process that they don't just drop you off in your country and you get to roam free. There's a process that you have to go through. So they want to know who you are. They kind of process you now in the country as well as someone who's been removed. And so I don't know what that means for living in Haiti. I don't know if that stops you from doing anything. The one thing I wanted to make sure it didn't stop me was to leave. I wanted to make sure being removed, it wasn't gonna be like, well, you're stuck here because you're deemed, you know, a throwaway. So lucky for me, it wasn't that type of party, but you did have to go through this process. I think the place is called deportation, where it's like Department of something or another. I don't know, something justice, something legal, where you have to go through and identify who you are. They take fingerprints and everything, and then someone has to be there to pick you up. And so when I told you guys, like, my aunt had to find someone to pick me up, like literally they have to release you in the custody of someone. And so luckily I had somebody to come pick me up, and once that person picked me up, I was officially free. I was officially free, but still in a state of shock, because I'm looking around me like, this is a foreign country. This is a foreign country. It was culture shock. It was unlike any hood I had ever been to in my adult years, because I've been in some slums. I've been in some ghettos. This was different. This was third world country ghetto. So I'm looking around and I'm amazed. A part of me is like, do I remember this? Do I remember this? Because it's been so long. I was a kid. This is my motherland. This is where I'm from. So a part of me should be rejoicing, but I was anything but rejoicing. So we go through, I wanted some Haitian food. Remember, I just got through eating ramen noodles for 10 months. So I wanted some good Haitian food. Now, if you know anything about Haitian food, it's the best out there. So I wanted some good, authentic Haitian food. So we stopped at a place and got some griot, which is like our fried pork dish. And then like the process of going up to where I was gonna be staying was also, I remember sitting in the car and just looking out the window like a little kid and just like looking, forcing myself to remember, but everything looked so different. Remember, there'd been an earthquake since I left. There's been so many things. There had been so many things that made everything look different. So nothing looked familiar. I was a fish out of water. I didn't remember anything. So I get to my destination, and my mother, before she passed, she had a godson who literally like took care of her before she died. He was there to welcome me, so that was nice. And then there was also another group of familiar faces. I have a cousin who is my son's godfather. I actually was staying at his house, so that was okay. Like that part, I felt like I wasn't with strangers, so that was good. But I knew in the back of my mind, I wasn't gonna be here for long. There's no way I could, from all the things I was hearing about Haiti, the comfort level, I just knew I wasn't gonna be there for long. So I hit the pavement running. The very next day, I had somebody to go down with me to the embassy to see about getting a Dominican visa. That was rather effortless at that time. Things have gotten a lot harder since, and it's only been 3 years. But things have gotten a lot harder. I think it was like $265. Luckily, I had money with me. I went down, gave my passport. Within 7 days, they gave it back to me with a Dominican visa. I bought a ticket, and I was on the next thing smoking. So I literally spent about 8 days in Haiti. Meanwhile, I wasn't able to do much because it was so scary. Everybody kept saying, you can't just be hanging. I wanted to like hang out. I wanted to go to the beaches and, you know, see some of the places that people talk about, but then you don't get to see on TV and you don't get to see in the news. They only show you the dirt, which, oh, there's dirt. Oh, there's fata. There's a lot that's not very nice. But I know Haiti also has some secret gems. I know Haiti is one of the most beautiful islands. I wanted to go see those places, but it wasn't safe to. People were telling me that with the kidnapping that was going on and everything else, they were like, it's just not safe. I had an iPhone 8 Plus, like I was saying. Walking down the street, you weren't even safe to have it out because that made you a target. Having lived in the States made me a target. Having people know that you were affiliated with people that are in America. At the time, I was hearing stories of people who would get kidnapped, and they would give you your phone, gun to your temple, and tell you to make a call. We want 30K US. And if you went through that phone and you were able to find a number to call too quickly, the ante went up. Oh, you connected like that? Oh, such and such can send you some money? Double or nothing. So now they want this money. So in your mind, my life is on the line, I need to get it, but you have to strategically know not to get it too quickly, because now your life would be on the line, because now you have people with money. So if you can get $30,000 in 10 minutes, you can get 60 in 20. Like, it was just so scary. So meanwhile, I knew I couldn't see my children because I wasn't going to have them fly into Haiti. They don't even speak Creole. So at least me, I could fake the funk, even though my Creole wasn't that good because I had left Haiti so long. But once I got back, it was like riding a bike. I remembered how to do it. Like right now, my Creole is top notch. But for a long time, I didn't even speak Creole. I wasn't around Haitian people at all. So I had, it's just like a muscle. You don't use it, you lose it. But getting back there, your temperament, the way you dress, your mannerism, they knew you wasn't born in, they knew you wasn't from Haiti, like in the sense of living there. So that made you a target. So that was one of the reasons why I knew I couldn't stay there for long. So by the grace of the Almighty God, I was able to get out of there within 8 days. Got on a bus, and literally eeny, meeny, miny, mode on the Airbnb app, picked the Airbnb, knew I wanted to be in Punta Cana, got on a bus, and I never looked back. And so I've been here in Punta Cana for going on 3 years in February, and that's how I ended up in Punta Cana. So a lot of people were like, well, why didn't you stay in Haiti? I couldn't, that wasn't an option. Yeah, there wouldn't be no Imperfectly Mariel YouTube channel if I stayed in Haiti. I am 50% sure, because who knows, if that wasn't because there's still plenty of people that live there. Granted, they're bound to their house, they can't go outside, but there's people that live there. Right now, Haiti's in such turmoil. That's a whole nother video for another time. But yeah, that's how I ended up in DR, and I don't regret it. So yeah, got to Haiti, hightailed it out of there. I had to have a plan, and by the grace of God, my plan worked, and I got up out of there. And I thank God that I had access to what I needed in order to get out of there, because not everybody's that lucky. I heard a story not too long ago about a guy who had filed for something. He was living in America. He was like, political something or another, and they gave it to him for 8 years, and then out of nowhere, under a certain administration, they came and knocked on his door and told him he had to leave. Within months of him going back to Haiti, he got a bullet in his head. So it's literally, when they send you down there, when they send you to any country that you hadn't lived in, it's not always a safe situation. But that's none of their business, because what they wanted to do was get rid of another immigrant, and they did so. So mission accomplished. So it's up to you to figure it out. So here I am figuring it out and taking you guys along with me on this journey. So thank you so much for joining. Thank you for watching. And until next time, peace.